Hi there and welcome to the Mastermind Network presentation on 7 things you can do today. And we're looking today at Facebook. So just before we get into the mechanics of how to advertise on Facebook, we need to lay down a few of the foundations, as there's no point having an advert without the rest of the elements in place to actually generate the leads and complete the whole process. And I often find this is where a number of companies fail, is they do the advert, but they don't do the rest of the work behind it. So it's really important that we look at the process, we get everything in place, and we really have a look at what we're trying to achieve out of our Facebook advert. In the case of our advert, we're looking to try and get leads and people who are going to come along and join the meetings. So we have to have a look at the sales funnel and what we're trying to achieve. So we've got the advert on Facebook, the landing page, the offer, the conversion lead capture form, some sort of upsell, a follow-up process and system in place, and tracking, measuring and testing. So we've got to make sure we've got all those elements in place before we go ahead and put the advert on Facebook. So basically we've got to have a think about what we're going to achieve, and in my case I want new members for the Mastermind Network. Now I want people to join now, but I don't want to ask for the sale before actually capturing their details. And so I'm going to look again at this sales funnel process, because really what I want to do is flip that the other way up and look at it from the beginning. So really the first thing that I need to look at is the tracking, the measuring and the testing, and make sure that on my website I've got all the elements in place to achieve this. So I've got my Google Analytics, for example, seeing who's visiting the pages and who's converting, and all those bits are in place. I've got different web pages. I've got to make sure that I've got the follow-up process in place, so email autoresponders, some sort of upsell, make sure I've got my lead capture form in place, make sure I've got a compelling offer. In this case, for this example, we're doing a 2-month free trial of the Mastermind Network. And then we've got to have a look at the landing page to put all those elements together, make sure we've got the lead capture form on there. And finally, once we've done all that, then we can look at the advert on Facebook. So we're not going to go through all those elements today. Really what we are looking at today is the advert on Facebook, and we will go through and have gone through all these other elements within other tutorials and other sessions. So let's have a look at this offer on Facebook and putting the advert together. Okay, so we're going to now move on and we're going to look at the actual advert on Facebook. But before we do, it's just important just to stress that this is a quick overview. We're just trying to fit all of this into our quick 10-minute session here. And I'm going to be going backwards and forwards and refining this and tweaking it and making it better as we go along. So just remember that, and just remember when you create it, you're going to want to play around with it enough and make sure that everything's exactly as you want it. And very important to stress that you do need a Facebook page, a business page, in order to advertise. So if you haven't set that up already, you do need to go and get that set up for your business. So we've set up our page just recently when we recorded this. So here it is, the Mastermind Network. And we've just sent it out to a few people to get a few likes and get things moving. And now we're going to have a look at actually doing some advertising. So top right hand corner, click on the arrow and click on advertising on Facebook, and it will take you to this next page here where you click on manage your adverts. So we've got a few adverts that we're running here for various things we were doing, but we're going to click on the green button in the right hand corner to create an advert. And what we're looking to do, we've got various options. We've got page likes, we've got engagement, you've got app downloads, but really we're looking for clicks to our website. So as I've mentioned, we've got a landing page already set up. So here it is with some basic elements in place. We've got an offer for 3 months, 2 months free membership, and we've got a nice video there that auto plays and tells people all about it. So there's our link. That's where we want to be sending people to. And we've got a link here where you can click through and actually fill in the form. So we're going to be testing various versions of that. But let's put in our web link here as the first process, and that's going to start the ball rolling for us. So we've got various different options here that we can go through. First of all, we've got images, so you can upload your own images or you can browse Facebook stock images. I find that the stock images are very useful. Just put in a keyword such as business here, and we've got a nice picture of a boardroom, so let's just stick that in place. Then we move down to the next option. We've got the text and the links that we're going to be displaying. So we've got to think of a headline for the advert, and we've got to think of some text for it. Now it sort of flips it around. The headline's at the bottom and the text is at the top. So just remember that. Also, if you manage various pages, you do need to make sure you select the right page and connect to the right Facebook page. So now we've got to think of our headline. We've got to put something in there that fits within the number of characters we're allowed. So look, I've just gone slightly over there. So we've got to think of something snappy that we can put out there to our potential customers. So let's put in here, attention business owners, and that should grab attention. Then we put in our text, which goes along the top here. So again, we've got only so many characters. So let's think of what we're actually offering here. So it's a 2 months membership for people to join the Mastermind Network. Not a massive amount of text available here, so you've really got to think about the words that you use, so you actually explain to customers what you want them to do. So we'll have a think about that. We'll work out exactly the best phrases to use, but of course we're going to come back here and we're going to test different adverts and make duplicate adverts with slight variations, and we'll see which ones our customers respond to. You've got various options of the button that you can use. I prefer for this option learn more. We're not selling anything, so that's really good. And then once we've done that, nice and simple, we can start look at building our audience. So we've got options for location, so I'm going to put a few local locations in here and sort of narrow it down to the local area that we're targeting. You can look at ages, gender, languages spoken, interests, all sorts of things that we can look at to refine it. And you'll notice on the right hand side, as we change each item, the potential reach changes on how many people we're actually targeting. So the more you refine it, the less people it's going to be displaying in front of. Now of course you only really want it in front of relevant people, so have a think about the people, the demographics, your typical customers. We put an age range here of 25 to 50, so have a look for us. That's a pretty typical age range of customers. So have a look at how that works in your business. We've got men and women coming to us, but if you're running for example, beauticians, you're probably going to want to target women. But that's going to vary in different businesses. You might want to target men for gifts, for their wives, etc. So loads of different options there. Then it's one of my favourite things about Facebook is the control over the budget, because you can have a cost per click, cost per day, or a lifetime budget. And I particularly like the lifetime budget, so I can say, right, £100, put in a date range here, so I want to spend £100 over the next week. That's the maximum I'm going to spend. I know I'm not going to overspend, I'm not going to blow my marketing budget, and I can just put it in there, save the date, put it the type of bidding that I want, which is clicks. I want to optimize for clicks. I'm not about sort of impressions. I don't want to show up hundreds of times. I want people to actually click on it. Once I've done all of that, I can basically review and complete the order. You'll notice it actually pulled a video from the website, and I don't want that, so we've got to take that out. Sometimes it will do that, it will pull images that are off the page. You don't necessarily want those. But that's it, we've done it. It's as simple as that. The page is now complete. So just remember the whole sales funnel. Don't just create the advert. You've got to have the landing page, the offer, the conversions, the lead capture form, the upsell, the follow-up process, and of course tracking, measuring and testing. So keep testing and keep coming back to us with your results, and we look forward to hearing all about it.